Hi, hello. Welcome to the Behind the Roleplay podcast. We have two amazing guests. We have Callz and we have Rue. Yes. We have both of them going to be on. Or is it Bree? Do I call her Bree? Oh, we'll get there when we get there. So, hi. Welcome to the show. Feeling a lot better today. So we're gonna be having a good show. Finally feeling a lot better. What's up, Mag? How you doing, bro? I'm not sick. I mean, still a little stuffy, but a lot better. I say that not while I lose my voice. So yeah, so we're gonna be. You sound hot. Oh my god, Mag, stop. Oh my god. I feel like we're gonna get pissed once we open up, because we both know we have at all times we have Rice on the show at all times. So that's a very PogChamp thing. So it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. One day we're gonna have a guest on. Like, if you ever come back on the show, which probably won't, I'll have the Rice right beside you, so you can have the second guest will be Rice. That way we can have a nice little duo. But so yeah, so we're gonna bring Callz, Bree / Brew. I don't really know. We'll see what she, we'll see what she prefers to be called. But hang on. Okay, unmuting. I didn't mean to put caps on. Whoops. Hello. Hey, we're here. There we go. All right. Nice. I almost freaked out. I almost pressed the wrong button. But but yeah, here we are. We are live with behind the roleplay. Yeah, we got Callz and do we call you Bree or Rue? I thought I should have asked this beforehand.
It really doesn't matter. You can call me either.
Okay. Okay.
My name is Bree or Brianna. Yeah.
Bree, okay. I feel like Rue probably fits better because I think everyone knows you as Rue, right? Maybe?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Okay, I'll just call you Rue. That way, obviously people will know. But yeah. So this is pretty sick. Like I said, well, obviously we still have the Rice at all times on the show, as you can see on my.
That's good. That's
left, right? No, right. Hang on, I got a small brain. Anyways, it's on there. It's on there. It's as always. One day we're gonna just have like a big bowl of rice as the guest, and so. But who's Rue? Only know her as the wife.
Oh my god.
That too. I guess your left. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, yes, it's my left. Okay, PogChamp. We know her as the real boss. True. So, but yeah. So again, thank you so much, y'all, for coming on. This means a lot.
Thanks for having us.
I feel like we never really get a chance to like RP. It's always like small interactions, or I'll just randomly just kind of show up either on Apollo. So so yeah, this is a chance to kind of dig into to just your characters, the RP that y'all do. And I know that a lot of people never really, I guess, put consideration like the back end stuff of RP.
Oh my god.
So we're definitely gonna kind of talk about how can I word this? So like, for example, like when I did the Ink story, like there was so much behind the scenes stuff that no one really ever seen. But a lot of people don't know that you have to sometimes do that behind the scenes stuff just for things to kind of like, easily flow through and like not have any type of, bumps in the road. And obviously, Rue will talk about how, how with joining such a heavy story, growing roleplay side of things, because FSM is fucking huge, like
it's humongous now.
It's humongous now, and it wasn't that big originally, was it? Callz?
No, we had like
no.
So we basically started it because BD was basically beefing with us, right? So we had to start something to basically continue to fight them. So that's how FSM started, because we're like, yeah, we need to make something if we want to continue beefing with these guys. So we made FSM. Vlad was originally not the OG of the Mafia. That was actually Crispy Bacon. You had him here on the
Honestly, season
before.
1. Yeah, season 1
Yeah,
before we had the nice upgrade.
So, but yeah, we were like maybe 5, 6, something like that.
There was like 6 of us in the beginning, yeah, 6 or 7.
And from there, it has its ups and downs for sure, but right now I feel like FSM is at a really good place.
So, before we go any further, is it a voice changer, right, that you're using? It's not your actual voice.
Hello.
No fucking way. Really?
Yeah. I use a voice changer and I don't have a Russian accent, so
But it's legit sounds so like, oh my god, that's actually
Yeah.
crazy.
everyone's like, "You sound like a baby," and I was like, "Yeah." That compared to Vlad, I do sound like a baby.
That's
So
crazy.
it's pretty funny actually.
Because he is a baby. Oh, okay. Listen, all right,
Hey, yo!
that's hella disrespectful. All right, that's crazy, man. So like,
Yeah.
so with getting in character with Vlad, because a lot of people obviously like myself, it's very hard to like have unique voices, because once someone hears your voice, they oh, see, I already know it's you, and you're like, okay, well, I know who
Oh,
this
yeah.
person is. So with Vlad, like with the voice changer and the whole accent that put with it too,
Oh yeah.
does it like, oh, go ahead.
I've been doing Vlad's voice for so long now, so I mean it's basically second nature to me to do the Russian accent. I can just switch it on and off whenever I feel like. And it's so nice because I can just, go about my day and Vlad's accent don't go into my English at all. But when I need Vlad's accent, I can just switch it on whenever I want to,
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Do you ever have trouble like going out and about, like not obviously not in RP, but just like going to the store? Do you accidentally do Vlad's like accent just because where it's just like so second nature, or does it kind of just like doesn't really come out
So
like that?
I live in Sweden, right? So I talk Swedish to most people when I go outside. But when I talk English with other people, I don't think about Vlad's accent. Like I was having a tough time doing Vlad's accent here because I knew I wasn't in roleplay. Because every single time, I play other games and stuff like that, I can just switch it off whenever I feel like it. And I don't think about it. So I don't really have a problem with Vlad's accent going into, my normal life.
That's still so crazy, man. Like the only thing I think that voice wise that like I can kind of do on the spot is Mr. Ing's voice, which kind of fucks up my throat a little bit, and then Jimmy's like little lisp that I can kind of do with him. Like I can kind of just do that on the spot, but sometimes that comes out of the fucking blue sometimes. So like sometimes I'll just say something and slur my words. I'm like, oh shit, okay, that was Jimmy. Jesus Christ, like, but that's so crazy.
I mean, I still have that character, but I never play on him. I had a EMS that was Swedish, like the ultimate Swede, and he had this Swedish accent that everyone expects. Oh, he's from Sweden, so I can talk like I am from Sweden as well. Like I can put on so many different accents that I want to, and it's pretty funny because I can just switch them on and off when I want to.
That's so fucking crazy though, man.
Yeah.
It's like day and night. So like, with having that voice changer, is there ever a moment where you're just like you can obviously play a handful of characters, and obviously no one really know it's really you unless they hear you without your voice changer, which I feel like now is spewing the beans, and I feel like now it's like not safe anymore. But
Oh yeah.
do you ever
not.
is Vlad kind of like your security blanket? Because Jimmy's my security blanket, to be honest with you. Like that's like that's my character that like if I just want to just I don't know if I just don't feel like really doing anything too crazy or whatever, I just like okay, like I know this character like the back of my hand and like kind of hold dear close to
Vlad
me.
is definitely my security blanket, and because I've done so much on Vlad, like I've built up his stories so much, and we've built up so much like FSM, our complete story, and I can just go on Vlad whenever I feel like it. And I was like, yeah, I know this guy, and I can do whatever I feel like on him. So
I had to fight with him to get his cop back.
Oh, so you have a cop? Wait, do y'all both have cops? Actually,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so okay, so kind of like I guess we'll start with Rue since we started in with Callz. So with how obviously laid back Crim RP is, you can literally just you do crime. Was there any like I wouldn't say hesitation, but like was there ever any kind of like you have to kind of remind yourself like okay, like I'm playing a cop, I can't exactly just do whatever I want to do, is where you've played Crim for so long, or was it kind of just like like I don't it doesn't really anything different like that?
So it's really funny. I actually joined Echo and I had what was Envy, but I actually mained cop in my old servers, so I was used to the cop thing, and then I made Rue, mained her for the last like 8 months, no 6 months, and I have this really weird cop, and she's a brick wall. People don't like her, but
she's a brick wall. Wait, so you have a pet that's a brick wall that just like walks around?
Man, I fucking wish, but she is the most monotone bitch out there.
Okay, gotcha.
She's also super formal, but for me it's more of like seeing the character put me in the character, I guess. So it's like I see Rue and I'm like, okay, I know how Rue's gonna act. I see Ava, I'm like, okay, Ava's gonna be an absolute cunt. Sorry, I'm swearing so much.
No. 18 plus anyway, so you're good.
Ava's gonna be just like this monotone, good day, sir. How are you, sir? I'm glad to hear, sir. See you later, sir, kind of thing, right?
Oh, see, that's okay. So that was actually going to be one of my questions. I guess I'll just kind of like ask now. So you said when you see your character, you know how your character is going to be.
Yeah. So like that's when I was also doing Twinkle. So I was like that little elf thing that was during December.
Everybody was stalking that fucking elf around.
Oh my god, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. Right? It's like they're exhausting because as soon as I see her, I'm like, I have to be so energetic and so happy and so fun and so like on the go, just doing so many things at once. Just I guess putting myself into that character is the visualization of seeing the character on the screen.
That's such an interesting that's so interesting because for me it's music. I don't like every time I hear a song, like for Jimmy it's like some type of like Lil Dicky or Tyler Creator song. For Cree it's like soft jazz. For Apollo it's like jungle music. But you seeing the character, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's actually crazy.
Yeah, so
how about you, Callz?
It's the same for me because when I load into the server and I can see like Vlad in front of me, I know exactly how to act. And the same with Nikita. If I go Nikita, my cop, I can just, oh, he's a cop. I'm gonna be more professional, more. So, fun fact, my cop is more like laid back than Vlad is, and he's kind of the nice Russian. Okay, I know that I have two Russian characters, but I felt like I was doing Vlad so good, so I was like, fuck it, I haven't seen a Russian guy in PD, so I just made one.
I'm looking at the news now. It says that you're capping already. So what's going on?
Corrupt.
What's going on? What's going on here? What's going on
Mag,
here?
I told you to not tell them about me selling 7.62 FSM.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Name drop.
Oh my god. I'm linking DMs. Oh jeez.
Hey yo, Mag. Don't make me tell you you're cute again, okay?
Oh my.
Yo.
Damn, Lincoln DMs. This is juicy. All right. Fuck. But so you said with your cop character, it's more of a, like you said, like a laid back, more of like a
more
Russian?
laid back, professional Russian. Like not like Vlad, because Vlad does whatever the fuck he wants, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Within reason, sir.
Okay, when Rue's not around, Vlad does whatever the fuck he wants, okay?
Yeah.
But, so, Rue is basically... She takes care of everyone and basically makes sure that everything goes smoothly. But once Rue gets off, goes to sleep,
Yeah.
chaos. Chaos everywhere. And I'm like, I like this chaos. So, Vlad doesn't do anything about it.
So wait, so you're telling me that I have to kind of wait till Rue goes to sleep to just like see fucking Vlad just roll up in like a tank or something like that.
You should have seen last night me and one of my boys dressed up as Southsiders, okay?
What?
Because we got a Southside back pocket flag, a new mask, we put on war gear and was just roaming around the city looking like Southsiders. That is basically FSM Southsiders. It was pretty
Mind
funny.
you, this is after I said, don't wear that motherfucking pocket flag ever. And I literally told one of my boys that I was going to strike him if he, put an X on his name, because we have a strike system in our mafia itself. I was going to strike him if he wears the fucking back pocket flag. Anyways, I go to sleep. I wake up this morning to see this video of them going down to BD block with the fucking FSM back pocket flag. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you all.
Jesus. Oh my, so the fun happens when Rue goes to sleep. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Wait, what? No, you're not supposed to agree with that. So, okay, I'm glad. Okay, you're bringing up stuff that I'm kind of glad you kind of bringing it. So, with mafia stuff, I think Callz, you've came stream a couple of times where I talked about not understanding. I still don't understand Southside RP. I don't think I ever will. I had one character named Anime, and every time he shot a gun, he hurt his finger, and he was obsessed with Ellen, and so it didn't go anywhere. I got an email from one of the game members hey, yeah, by the way, your character's out. I was like, oh, not even a full in character thing, just email So with mafia, is there obviously FSM's, I think is pretty sure the only mafia in the server, right? That's as
there's a couple of others, other mafias.
I've never seen them. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We're the only ones that are apparent. The other ones are pretty inactive, I'm pretty sure right now. But yeah.
Okay, so you said there's a strike system that's kind of is it like how cops get striked, or is it
I'm the mean right hand who lays down the law when it needs to be laid down, and when people fuck up, they get striked.
I feel like that has to be a thing, right? That kind of has to be
I mean, that's our own thing.
I wouldn't say discipline, but I would say it at least there's not just full on just do whatever the fuck you want to do as long as you get money or whatever, right? There has to be something like that, right? Some type of order, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the right term for it.
Basically came from when one of our dumbass associates ran through our block with a police chase.
What?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think he might be in the stream.
Yeah, he might be in the stream. We're we need a strike system because you can't do this. You can't bring the cops through our block in a police chase.
I mean, I feel like
it doesn't work like that.
I feel like it's self-explanatory, right?
You think
that's me. Was it Doughboy? Was that him?
I mean,
Maybe. Oh, he totally added himself. That's funny.
yeah.
Sally doesn't think. Oh God, that's actually crazy. No shame. I mean, it sounds very poggers, and I feel like we're out here trying to get pogs by the minute. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
that's actually damn. All right. Well, again, all props to y'all for doing all this like crazy shit. Because, like I said, I tried, but I don't know how y'all do it. Like,
It's a full-on fucking time. It's a full-time job outside of like actual work life. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's a lot behind the scenes.
Well, see, that's what I was gonna say next is that like with how much FSM like does NRP for other people, like not even just for your own group, but just like kind of outsourcing to help other you know, I guess you could say like gangs or other people who just want to do stuff by themselves.
Mhm.
Is there a moment where you kind of have to sit back like, okay, like this is literally just a game, like, or is it more of like a like, yeah, it's just a game, but it helps more people, like more stuff to get kind of, you know, as weird as it sounds, like content, you know, like how to like to bring in extra, I guess, more opportunity for more story or stuff like that. Like, so how's like the process kind of like with that?
I mean, so we basically have been doing this thing where basically from the start we took over and started running laptops. We were the main supplier of laptops. We were hitting stores and stores and stores just to get stock up with laptops, right?
Right.
So we could provide some kind of RP that you're placing an order for a laptop. We go do the deal, blah blah blah, and that could be a cool thing, right? And that would also bring in revenue to the mafia.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that for like 6 months now. And like 2 months ago, we finally actually got a laptop plug where we
Someone
buy the
meta this behind
laptops.
you.
Well, fuck it. If people meta,
Oh
then
well,
that's their own
we
fault,
literally have
okay?
proof of this whole fucking show. I'm pretty sure we have
Yeah.
a couple of staff members in here, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
But yeah, so we get shipments of laptops now, and it makes it so much easier for us to actually do deals and, you know, basically give people access to do flikas if they want to. And just the deals, I feel like is providing a lot of RP for other people, not just us.
Mhm. We run the whole like black market back end stuff, so that's pretty fun.
see, okay,
Yeah.
so I'm glad you brought that up because literally when I was chilling with somebody in VC and somebody was like, yeah, like the black market, this and that, and I was like, wait, there's a whole ass black market that
the
like.
whole ass black market.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't believe it, right? I thought they were just joking, you know, whatever, right? So one day I was watching someone's stream, and then they start talking about the black market. I was like, bruh, the fuck is this shit? And then they start saying this little thingamabob, whatever, like USB thing was like a way to get to it. I'm like, bro, there's a
Yep.
whole ass like process to this. I'm like, that's
Yep.
so fucking cool. Like,
Yeah, we worked really hard for that.
now, how was that though? Like having to like how do you even get that kind of ball rolling through that? Like, is it like just months of just building up, or
Yeah, it was a lot of like build up, a lot of working hard, really showing what we're about, and we were finally approved. And then we also have a fuck ton of devs within FSM, so
It definitely helps that we have a bunch of devs in FSM.
what?
so Lamb
Oh.
kind of took over and just kind of did it. Him and
Yeah.
Callz both worked together and made the website first, and we were doing like outside sourcing. So we had the website, and when we met with people, we would give them the website via email, and they would just place orders that way. We then realized that there was like a weird thing happening there, to which Sean then made the dongle and put them in houses. So people then had access to the dongle. They just need to find the password, and that's a story in itself on how to get the password.
Oh Jesus! So it's like a whole
Like-
ass like what?
The whole process.
Damn.
So basically how it works is that people place orders through the website, and Lamb then coded so that once they place an order, we get a Discord message from a bot that basically tells us what the order is and what their name is and their phone number. We later go, take the stuff that they want. We call them up from a payphone, tell them meet us here and here. They give us the money, and then we have the laptop hidden somewhere in a dumpster, and then they go get it from the dumpster, basically. But yeah, it definitely took a lot of coding from Lamb's side to get all of this running.
That's so fucking crazy, man. Like, so before all this kind of having USB stuff like that, was there ever a point where if someone wanted something, was it kind of like they had to speak to you and kind of do it, or was it always kind of just like, well, you prefer to do like the payphone thing and like kind of like do like that?
It started with them like knowing it was us. It's only recently that we switched over to what we call a third-party source it's just the way you get the passwords a completely other like account than ours. So it distances ourselves from that. But our OG like people that order from us and regularly know it's us, and if they have questions and stuff, they'll always call us, and we'll have meetings in the office and stuff like that.
Bruh, that is fucking. See, I'm still mind blown at the fact that like when I tell you I've been in this server for about a year and 7 months now, and I think about 2 or 3 months ago, I just found out about like this whole black web thing, and like,
Yeah.
and I found out OOC while I was just kind of in a voice chat. I thought they were joking, because I thought it was like, oh, they're just trying to like bait me and make me think that like whatever. No, it's like this whole ass like, that's actually fucking crazy. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, it's definitely something that FSM is really proud of, and that's basically how FSM has built up everything they have, because FSM is not that big of a job-orientated organization. We basically just stick to businesses and run our laptops and different stock like that. So that's basically FSM's main RP, to provide these laptops for other people.
Now hear me out on this, right? Hear me out. If you want to take this idea, you're more than welcome to take it, right? If FSM makes like they somehow get their own like tech store, right? And it's a cover up for these quote laptops, right? But it's where you can also buy phones, like your phones, everything like that. What if it's like the FSM, right? Is like that's the cover up. Is that way you can still publicly say you sell laptops, right? Limited edition laptops or whatever. And like, so you selling phones at like a cheaper amount or something like that. That way you still, it's an electric store, so they wouldn't really question or anything like that.
I wish, but laptops are used, and PD knows that laptops are used for like banks and stuff. Although,
let's be honest, the yellow pages, let's be honest, it's always full of just laptop this.
So if someone so this was why we changed how we did it. So back in like July-ish, I was on a deal myself, and this was like when we were doing the yellow page thing, like we were like selling laptops. This was before we knew that you could arrest people for laptops. They set up a sting operation on us, and they rolled up to me, and they were like talking real funny. And the guy I was with was like, "This is a cop. We have to go like right now before we get arrested for trafficking." We were like, "Hey, let's go!" We haven't been intercepted since, but it was still that moment that we were like, okay, we have to change how we do this, and everything has to be in our code names. Which
makes sense to be more like, oh my god, that's so fucking great. And like, and you wonder if it's ever like a dot on the board, if it's like, because let's be honest, like a lot of people are like, oh, like green Pokemon cards and stuff like that. Like Jimmy has like an actual Pokemon card himself, and he was like, hey, you want a green Pokemon card? And then the guy was like, wait, Jimmy, you got a green Pokemon card? Like you actually do that stuff? I'm like, well, yeah, and they go to his card to get the green card. He shows them, and it's an actual Pokemon card, and he goes, oh, that's not that's not what that. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's just like the code names are just it's like I like how it's like so literal, and then some people just don't really expect that. But so with obviously Callz told us a little bit about his side of things. Rue, how is it kind of like feel that like with being, like you said, the right hand person with FSM and like all this type of I guess you could say planning, I guess maybe, or just kind of like always trying to plan ahead to see what's best for the group as a whole. Like, is there moments where it is too stressful that you kind of need a break, or is it kind of like the motivation to go forward is the give back that I guess you kind of feel that you've helped someone else kind of like grow more to their kind of like story?
I will be honest, it is sometimes stressful, and me and Carla, like, we have like often talk and like debrief on things if things go a really weird way and stuff like that. But it is also a huge drive, just for like the family and how things go. Essentially, I'm the decision maker within everything. Although Vlad is the OG, Rue is really the OG.
Okay, so Rue's the actual OG. Okay, all right.
Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Oh, damn.
Got you.
No, but like people in the family would be like, okay, so Vlad made a decision. So Rue, what's the actual decision? Like, what's actually happening here?
Jesus.
Right? So it's like every decision that gets made in the family comes down on me, which is always interesting. But no, me and Carla work really well together, and we kind of do. See, everyone's fucking agreeing with me. True. Just how it is. But we work really well together, and yeah, it's actually really funny. So Rue and Vlad got married back in June. We didn't actually barely knew each other.
They barely knew each other?
They barely knew each other.
Yeah.
We barely knew each other. It's only when I took on right hand is when me and Callz started talking, like out of character, actually in character. Before, everything was based on our shared husband. We were both really good friends with him, so then the three of us got married. And I still didn't talk to Callz, like barely ever without Chase.
Wait, did you have what? Well, wasn't Rue with a poly? Wait, that was Rue and Vlad and Chase were in a throuple. Yeah, because y'all were had a wedding, and right after it was like
I got shot up.
No, it was at well, I mean, I don't know about that part, but it was like it was at Behind Mama's, and like, it was y'all were like, yeah, like we want to like have our thing here, and I was just like, sure, all right, we can open the doors, why not? Oh my god, that feels so long ago, but it kind of wasn't though.
It was in June.
Was it kind
June.
Was it kind of long ago? I mean, it was kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know. I'm really bad at time. I'm sorry for interrupting. It
feels like forever.
It does. Jesus. But so going back to where they didn't know each other that well. So they didn't know each other that well, but they got married?
Oh, we got married. Yup.
We just basically said fuck it and let's get married just because of the fuck of it, you know?
No, I don't know. To be honest with you.
No, okay. Yeah. Well, we just did it because we could, you know?
Yeah.
And we would be the first throuple to get married in the city.
I think y'all were the first throuple to actually get married all together. Because I even in RP, and I've been RPing for a couple of years. I've never seen that. It's very real. It could happen, but I've never seen that.
Such a fun thing.
What happened to the other with the person that was that was in it? Did they just kind of leave, or was it just kind of like a this isn't really working out type thing, or
They basically became Southside.
Game Southside?
Now, mind you,
Yeah.
I love Benji. I love everything he is. But yeah, his character became super Southside oriented. So he pieced his way out of FSM. To which he then like stopped going on Chase, and he started cop maining for a while. Then he joined Wolfgang.
Oh Jesus! I tried to join Wolfgang, but of course, as soon as I joined, it's the same with the GSF stuff, man. I don't know if y'all know about that, but I had a character named Bergie, and he was a fat dude, and all he did was ate burgers, and his fingers were too fat to fit into the gun hole thing. And whenever we would get in a shootout, he'd be like, "Oh, goddamn, pew, 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 pew," and then like wouldn't even shoot a gun, but he was just his fingers too fat to fit into it. And as soon as I joined the gang on my character and was like a hanger or whatever, OC Salt just a Riz it fucking came out of nowhere, and the whole group just disbanded. And it was like, well, damn. I was like, man, like the one chance that I get to like finally do this, I was like, all right, you know what, whatever. So I did my own thing, and then I went to try and join Wolfgang, and as soon as I joined, it disbanded. I'm like, bruh, I have the worst luck joining gangs. Like, I can't just join. I have to just create my own, just do my own thing. God.
Pop off, join FSM.
I want to. I really want to. I even have a character that I could, because I'm gonna be honest with you. One of the oddest moments that I've ever had in RP was when I was as Kree, and I went to THC, and Thorhall was there, and I was, at the time I was like, I'll just buy a Kree joint, whatever. But now I'd say I don't use smokes. But that's anyways, that's sidetracking. But I went in there, and he was like, how can I help you? Like, I want to buy a joint if I can. He goes, plain as day, yo, what's up, Jimmy? I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, what's up, Jim? I'm like, no, I'm Kree. He's like, no, you're not, you're Jimmy. And then he turns around and goes, oh, you're not Jimmy. I was like, no, I'm Kree Frost. He goes, oh, okay. So that's why I'm like, if I have another character, my go-to is the deep growly voice of like Mr. Ink / Mr. Smiles or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, I can't use a voice changer because I don't know. Like, I use a voice changer for a few other characters, but it's not really. I don't know. You do it very well with Vlad, though. You do it scary good with Vlad. Like it's like oh, like that's just how Vlad is. Like this is who he is. Like no, that's because people were telling me that like yeah, he's a voice changer. I'm like, really, a voice changer? Like no, there's no way. And then when you told me, I was like, okay, I believe you. And then I'm still mind blown. Still having I mean, to go to my therapist and talk about it.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
What the fuck, dude? Like that's actually like it's like a light switch, like you said. It's just
Yeah, it's just like a light switch.
that's actually crazy. Jimmy's been trying to marry Cara for a hot minute. Literally, that's the absolute truth. Absolute truth. According to DOJ, Rue and Vlad were never married. Really?
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
yo. Hey yo, yeah.
So we basically had our marriage, right? The throuple
Yeah.
marriage. But so we all thought that we were married, all three of us together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after the breakup between, Chase, Vlad and Rue decided to, stick together because their relationship have grown. And so we decided, fuck it, let's get married again, or let's renew our vows.
Yeah.
So
I was there
we
for
went
that.
to
No,
the-
that I was there for that.
We went to the DOJ and they were like, you guys were never actually married. We're like, huh?
Yeah, because we were trying to file for divorce, and there was like, there's no paperwork of the marriage. Like, that never happened.
Wait, so when y'all got married, like with a thruple, like with all of y'all, so was there any paperwork like at all filled, or was it not even like it was filled but never
There
actually
was
like?
paper filled, but the judge didn't fill it out. Like, they didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, they didn't sign it.
Was it
So
because
it was never actually official.
was it because of the thruple? Like, was it because of that, or was it just because like judge just never?
I think it was right when Echo switched names, so all of the files just got messed up, and that's what we think at least happened. So they kind of forgot about it. But yeah, the judge never signed off on it, so it wasn't actually official.
That's fucking crazy. So like when y'all got your vows renewed, is that when y'all officially like
no, we had a mini marriage inside of the DOJ, like 5 minutes. She was like, okay, you guys are married now. You can have your vow renewal the next day. So we did.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, Ree got big.
Oh my god, Rita. Oh my god.
So kind of like a little, I don't know, kind of like I like to play this little thing called What If. So if these of your characters were in a mafia, which they are now, what would be their kind of like second choice, I guess? If let's say Vlad and Rue never met, right, at all, and never actually got together, what would be the what ifs, and like what would be like?
I'm gonna let Bree talk here because this is pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. So when I brought Rue into the thingamadoo, into the server,
yeah,
she met up with Emma and Lauren, and she made friends with them. This was before the wipe, so I was in a week before the wipe, around there. And I was like getting to know everyone, and like I had plans on like Rue was gonna be a doctor. The night of militia, Rue was just running around and Vlad, to which he then took her to his drug house and just fucked her up, like, on all these drugs.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay, I didn't know where this was going.
Right, he just took her to a warehouse. She's never met these two men before, got into their fucking car, and just went to the drug house. I don't know what I was thinking that night. Anyways, so if I had never met Vlad, if Rue had never met Vlad, Rue would probably be thriving in Mount Zona right now.
Oh,
but
shit.
instead, she's mastermind criminal.
Thriving still, but
still thriving
in a
but
mafia's
in a mafia.
In a mafia type feel. Okay.
Yeah.
So what about Vlad? What would Vlad be doing if Vlad didn't get with FSM or join? Like, I guess. Well, is he OG? Who's actual OG? Is it Rue or is it Vlad?
I have the title of OG.
Okay.
But basically, this is gonna hurt. But basically, Rue is the OG of FSM. She makes all the calls and so on and so forth.
I'm gonna clip that after this.
Okay, dude. But so before militia, right? Me and Chris, we joined the server at the same time because we were on a different server before. So we just did our own shit before militia. We were criminals. We were doing, stores and shit, just starting off small, doing the small stuff. And we were like, let's try to join a gang. So me and Chris tried to join the triads before militia, and we're like,
Jesus.
We became hangarounds and stuff like that. Like, we were wearing red and shit. But after that, we're like, I don't think this is for us. So we left the triads, continued doing our own shit, and then the militia hit. After that, we basically just started doing criminal stuff again, and I didn't meet Rue until we started, fishing, me and Chris. We were just fishing one day, and then we saw Chase and Rue just jump on the boat with us, and we started talking and shit like that. So if that wouldn't have happened, Vlad would probably be, just in a different gang, not OG of FSM. He would probably just be a nobody in the middle of a gang somewhere.
Okay, now I don't think that, to be honest. I would say a nobody, but I think that I honestly think that Vlad would be any type of gang per se, but I think that he would probably still would have brought like a secrecy, you know, into a
Yeah.
well, and then again, I feel like it would have to be a very trusted group, right? Because it can't be just like, oh, like we'll just do any type of in a group, because at the same point it kind of has to make sense, right? Like it wouldn't.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you know, like I had to be like okay, well this makes sense for this, or a benefit for all parties kind of type thing. So with kind of going from that, what would be some advice you would want to give to people that are wanting to kind of dabble into I would say like Crim RP, but also people who may not know the most important part, like the back end part of RP. You know, like I guess we'll start with, you know, what would be some kind of like some advice you'd give people that are kind of, I guess, thinking about it, or like starting out trying to do something not as well, I mean, can't really measure it just yet, but just like, yeah, if that I don't know if that makes sense or not, but
just take things slow. Like, don't jump for the gun like right away. Like, start small, get bigger. Don't like hit a store one day and then hit group 6 the next day. Like, take things like as a ladder. Yeah, just like take it easy. There's no need to rush. I feel like a lot of people rush into things. Like in concept of our black market, like we had a guy walk up to us like a week and a half ago or a week ago, and he was like, yeah, this is like day 7 or 8 in the city and we're looking for a laptop. And I'm like, how are you? You should still be trying to figure out your keybinds and how to work as a person, not robbing a bank.
No.
Right? Like,
you see, and the way you said that is so true. Like, you can take that and apply it to like almost any type of RP, right? Because like, you know, serial killer RP, let's be honest, something happened that it took a big leap in just a lot of serial killers, right?
Yeah.
I don't mind the type of RP. I really don't. You know, I think it's a good story RP if you do it right. You know, if you know,
if you slow burn it. If you slow burn it, good. If you fast track it, it's just annoying.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, no, you're not wrong. Like with I think you know, I mean, I like to look back and think that like the Ink story was it was pretty slow burned, and there was a lot of story. Somehow, some way, certain people were somehow attached to the story. They may not be the full part of the story, but they were somehow attached, and I think somehow they were involved. And my computer just made a weird noise. Jesus. So with the story, you know, it was like, you know, like you said, when you start off as Scrim, like, you know, you hit the stores, you try to understand like what's going on. I think with serial killer RP, you know, with Ink, the first person he attacked was Tony, because Tony was just, he missaid Mr. Ink's name the wrong way, and it made Mr. Ink pissed off. So he tracked down Tony and stabbed him up and left him to bleed, but he, you know, got found by EMS. Right after that, it was like somehow, some way, the next victim was tied to Tony, or Tony was really good friends with him or whatever. And it was just like, and it was all accident, by the way. I'm over here being like, maybe this will look cool, right? Maybe this will seem cool. And somehow, some way, it was connected to Tony, and it was just like, it was accidentally like the perfect mess, because it just like, it seemed like Ink was going after everybody that Tony was somehow connected to. And I don't know, it was just like one of those things where, like you said, like a slow burn is, I feel like, something you have to do through all type of RP, like even through music RP. You got a slow burn to get your name out there, and some people, they just, you know, they want that fame, oddly enough, like the
100%.
server fame.
Yeah.
So
I mean, one thing that I would recommend to people is that if you're making a gang, right, take your time to build it up. Because FSM has been built up over so many months. We started out as literally nothing, having meetings on top of a rooftop in Vespucci. And now we own a skyscraper with a penthouse in it. Like, it
This
takes
has been
time to become something, right?
This has been a big conversation in the family recently that like we literally started from absolutely nothing. Like you heard about why we started and all that stuff. And like
Yeah.
like Chloe was saying, like we took this teeny tiny block in Vespucci and went, I guess we'll use here because this seems like a good spot. And we'll have our meetings on top of this top because we can see things and this is just how it's going. And then all of a sudden we just grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. And yeah, now we have this gigantic thing with all this extra stuff and all these fancy cars and the office and the warehouses, the penthouse, and yeah.
It really takes time to, you know, build up respect and build up, you know, having members in a gang that's actually reliable and, you know, just having that trust in everyone that's in the gang. There's no need to rush building up a gang because it just makes things more interesting if you let it slow burn.
I think that through not even just through people just, you know, wanting things to be quick, I think that through just GTRP as in general has always been kind of looked as like, okay, like it'll just quickly, it'll happen, it'll get, you know, it's like it needs to happen like right then and there. And I think that I'm starting to kind of see that people are starting to see that slow burn is kind of like the best way to kind of handle certain things, because like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
if, you know, obviously if things just happen just on the spot, and like let's say for example that people, because right now on the server, like businesses, like, to be honest with you, I've never seen a server that is very like business RP like driven to, like the amount of people that that want to start businesses and like actually like do stuff like that. It's kind of crazy, you know, but it's also really cool to kind of see that, you know, be there. And I think that having a business is a big privilege, and I think that, you know, that could also be incorporated to where it's like, you know, if you let your business, like, you know, have meetings, talk to people, somehow network your business with someone else's business, and you can actually have like a legit like successful business, even if you just have meetings, but hey, we could do this, we could do that. And I think that people are starting to kind of understand that slow burning RP can like really grow just everything, you know, through RP. Vlad does have a cute ass voice. True, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of his voice. Wish I could have a cute ass voice. So I guess with kind of closing, chat, if you want, ask any question you want with this last statement that I'll ask them, and after this you can obviously ask as whatever question. Please let it be a little appropriate, not inappropriate, please. Thank you. I guess you can add whatever. Anyways, what is going Callz, and then we'll bring this to Rue. What is your favorite ever moment that happened in RP?
Oh, there's so much that has happened, but one of the biggest things that happened to Vlad is the reason why Vlad wears his skull mask. And this is all because of Chris P. Bacon, okay? So we were out driving one day. We were just like, you know, chilling, talking to each other. And then Chris P. Bacon saw a jump, and I was like, don't take that jump. We're gonna explode. And he was like, no, we'll be fine, okay? We'll be fine. He takes the jump. The car explodes. So I RP out that half of Vlad's face gets burnt off, right?
Yeah.
And that's basically the reason why Vlad wears his mask, because he wants to cover up his big ass scar that he has on half of his face. and as retaliation against Chris, Vlad basically stabbed out his eye.
Oh Jesus!
So that's why Chris only has an eye.
I think he was talking about that very briefly.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. How about you? It's like your fate, like best RP moment ever.
You're really throwing me for a loop because I have what I like to call a child's brain and I don't have a memory. I feel like a lot of things happen on Rue and I forget about them because I feel like they're redundant, and not that they are redundant, but I just don't memorize them. But my favorite RP moment in general is I don't know if you've met Twinkle, but Twinkle's probably one of my favorite characters, and I know we're not talking about Twinkle today, but I'm gonna talk about her. She sorry.
Jesus.
Oh no, is it the story I'm thinking about?
I don't know.
Oh god, okay.
Where she likes to talk about. Anyways, I was talking to Maxine, and Maxine was talking about how she thinks that Santa is laboring the elves and not being good to them. Twinkle really likes it. And how the reindeer eat the babies and take care of them, and they don't do anything other than just lay and tend to the reindeer. And I feel like I gave Maxine a good heart attack. But yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh.
What did you think I was talking about?
No, nothing. Let's
No,
just-
okay, no.
let's skip that.
Okay, no, you have to. Okay, you
Now I'm
can't.
worried.
You can't just brush
You
it
should
under
be
the.
worried.
The fuck? Okay, well now you got me curious. What?
Oh, it's about Twinkle, okay?
Oh
When you
God.
said Twinkle, there's something stuck in my mind that I can't stop thinking about when she brings up Twinkle, okay?
Okay.
Hey, what is
I
it?
think you should tell them the story about the dog, Bree.
Dog.
The dog. Ah!
Yeah, the dog.
So this didn't happen in Echo. But when I first made Twinkle, she was really bad. And there was no rules in that server. It was pretty fucked up. But so she seen a dog walking down the road, and she thought it was a reindeer, and apparently reindeer and Twinkle do the dirty.
Oh, what the fuck? What?
And so she walked up to this dog and was like, "Oh my god, it has dingleberries!" And then she licked them, and then cried because they were really salty.
What the? It's that slow burn RP, huh? Am I right?
You
This.
see what I'm talking about? Like, you guys should have been worried.
Slow burn RP, guys. Make sure to. Ugh, my Jesus. Okay. Well.
The whole thing behind Twinkle's pretty
Yeah. Well, it's character development. You know, you love
Yeah.
to see the. Jesus. Oh, we got a question in chat. Who's Vlad and Rue's best child? I think
Oh god.
I feel like all our kids are watching this right now.
Can we skip this?
no.
Next question.
Next question. I mean, Vlad and Rue has basically disowned a bunch of their kids, so.
Pretty much. We like to say we have 3 3/4 of children, even though in actuality they have 4.5.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No skipping.
No skipping. Oh god.
I think someone that's not our kid. Who's not our kid? I feel like everyone's our fucking kids at this point.
Basically, everyone calls Vlad and Rue their mom and dad. In the
Okay.
mafia, they're like, "Oh, mom and dad." It's
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
Sorry, I can't choose. I love everyone.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
I could,
love
I could just name drop, but I feel like I would make everyone leave FS.
everyone.
Jesus. That powerful, huh? Jeez.
No, everyone knows.
Bobby, you forgot about Walter. Oh yeah, we've all forgot. No, kidding.
We've all forgotten about Walter.
Vladdy. What the fuck? Vladdy Daddy and Mamaru.
hmm
Every time Vlad sees Norma, that's what Norma calls Vlad.
Vladdy Daddy.
And it's been an ongoing joke in FSM that if someone calls Vlad that, they're gonna get shot. But Norma's an exception because Norma just does it.
You know what this means, right? Jimmy's got a reference in a song. Ugh.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my god. Oh, next question is, who's your favorite FSM member?
I don't like any of you fucks.
Yeah, you guys are a bunch of fucking assholes for giving us these questions, okay? I'm not gonna sit there and choose, and everyone else is gonna be salty about it, okay?
I just secretly hate everyone in FSM.
Oh.
Ayo.
Jesus. All
I
right.
don't actually. I love all of them with a passion. I just like to not like them sometimes.
The people gotta know, exactly. The people's gotta know who's the favorite FSM member. Like,
Jigs.
oh, Jigs. Okay.
That was a fast answer. Didn't expect that.
Are you guys a couple IRL too?
Oh my god. Here it comes.
No.
We're
Because
You wanna tell him, Bree?
I'm a raging lesbian. I just like to pretend to be straight in RP.
I don't know why I'm having the image of SpongeBob with like when he put his hands like across. There's this pretend, and it's like a rainbow. It's like just pretend.
Imagination.
Imagine. Let's see here. What is the best moment of FSM has had?
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one. Honestly, I think when we finally got the laptop plug, because I know that everyone had been
100%.
working so hard to get that, and the mafia has been. They've been hitting store for 4 months trying to get the stock up for the website, and we finally got a laptop plug, and everyone was so relieved and so happy that we had moved over to this.
Because we used to be able to craft them, but
Yeah.
everyone and their dog would be crafting laptops. It wasn't specific to us. It would be just in a spot, and you could just make them. And anyways, we complained so much to the admins that they finally just gave us a plug, and a plug who we adore. He plays a hard ass, but he is awesome.
Yeah. Is he in chat? He's probably not.
No.
What's your
doubtful.
fave job to do as crims? I guess it means like store robberies and stuff like that.
How often do we fucking do job? Who the fuck asked that? Hold on.
See, the thing is, right?
Boom.
Vlad and Rue
Mast.
don't have time to do
Don't
jobs.
have time. We will boost maybe if we have time for that. I guess boosting is what we do now, but
That's about it. Because Vlad and Rue, we have to keep everything running, and we have to go to all of these meetings. We have to plan. We have to do so much fucking background shit, and it basically just takes up all of the time for us. So we don't really have time to do a plan for a job or anything like that.
Oh my! Yet they kidnapped Norma twice for banks.
Hey, yo,
Oh
okay. We'll do a bank like once every 2 months.
Yeah.
The family might go on a family job, but like Rue and Vlad always stick behind and do other things.
What's the hardest thing they had to do in RP? Actually, that's a really good. I like that question. What's the hardest thing you had to do in RP?
The hardest thing?
I guess maybe like decision wise, maybe, or like, or just like.
I know what one of the hardest things was for Vlad, at least. Well, Vlad and Rue, because there was one point that FSM was basically dead. We had. It was some time ago, but we were like, okay, FSM is dying. Should we continue or should we let it go? And we're like, that was probably the biggest decision we had, to continue FSM and try to build it up again. But FSM was so close to dying that we were like, I don't see a point in continuing. But we pulled through, and look where we're at now, so I'm glad we did.
That was some pretty, like, that was a pretty emotional, like, conversation with that.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to ask you something, like, when in that moment where you kind of, you know, you felt like it was gonna end, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was like the motivation to like not let it die, you know, or not let it kind of, you know, be left behind? Like, what was kind of like the, like I said, like the motivation, I guess, to keep it going?
I saw so much potential in FSM and where I wanted FSM to go, so I was not ready to give up FSM yet, because I wanted FSM to be one of the biggest gangs or organizations in the city and have that respect. So that's why I didn't want to let go of it and continued.
Was it the fact that like you've kind of built it up so much and like you didn't want to say goodbye, you know?
We were still relatively new. It was like 2-3 months into FSM.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we were still down in Vespucci when
Yeah, we still had the Alta parent, because you guys
Yeah.
had that conversation in Alta.
So we didn't really have that much going for us, but I just saw FSM had so much potential in the future, and that's why we stuck with it and continued. Or at least I did.
Mm-hmm.
I just, oh my god, Jesus Christ, Tim, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Also, what's going on, Champ? Stabbing Champs, thank you so much for the raid. Party of 3, thank you so much, dude. Holy crap, thank you for the 5 gifted. Holy crap. So there are no Wills here, but we talked about this here and there. But what the fuck? Okay, Bree, Jesus. So there was a point where I get a little emotional because like it's still a little scary to like bring it up, but like when Legacy was kind of like at this weird point where we were all very burnt out, and Kokoro was, you know, obviously in the stance of like growing, and nothing wrong with that. The competition is really good, but it was to the point to where like it was very like, you know, again, like we said, behind the scenes stuff, people sometimes don't even notice it, you know, and they just kind of, oh my god, what the fuck, Jesus Christ. Well, thank you again for the 5 gifted. Holy crap, Jesus, thank you. What the fuck?
Dan, is this a war?
Oh god, what? No. Jesus. So like when Legacy was, when we took a little break from, we took a little hiatus with Legacy, and we kind of just, we sat down as a group and we're like, hey, like what do we want? Obviously we made our decision, we stayed, you know, we kind of, we still, we put out a couple of songs, and that's when you said, you know, the potential that you saw through FSM is, you know, we were so, dude, like the like how close we were to like throwing in the towel for Legacy is kind of scary. Like we were so close to the point that we were just like, you know what, this isn't even like we may just end this, you know, because of how much we put a lot of work into Legacy, and we really made a name for ourselves, and we came as a group and we were just like we can't end this. Like we still have so much more to give, and you know, we were just like, you know, we're gonna fight for it. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I was in my bed when we were talking about this. I was in bed crying my eyes out because like I just didn't want it to end. But we pushed through, and we got a lot of cool things, kind of like, you know, revamp, I guess you could say, like kind of like bringing new stuff in. But it was just like when you were talking about how you didn't want to give up and you saw the potential, was like I felt the same exact way with Legacy. You know, it was like we put so much time, and I wanted it to still carry on, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But met it and see her in a city. What? Oh.
Yeah, your terms, Jan.
Oh Jesus.
How could you set war terms? No, never mind.
Except Winter, Mech Shop versus, that'd be a crazy war.
I mean, FSM basically owns CNC.
FSM runs the city. Tell me I'm wrong.
FSM owns the fucking seat. Oh Jesus.
Listen,
damn.
Everywhere. We got members you don't even know about.
Hey, yo, Mag, so where's my 762 order at? I'm still waiting.
Is he still in there fucking? Oh,
is he still in here?
Probably not.
No, probably not. He probably getting dipped out. Scared. Imagine. Scared of rice. Couldn't be me. Not even lying to you, when we were getting this whole thing new, like set up and everything, I literally made sure, I was like, we need rice on here just because, like, we need it.
Of course.
I think FSM war against her would not be nice. I think it'd be content, you know what I'm saying? Like, be great. Be interesting.
A lot of internal conflict there.
Internal conflict. But yeah, true. Oh Jesus, yeah, she did make it. Yeah, in the mug too. Yeah. So if I ever were to bring Mag on, you best believe I'm making that bowl of rice huge and putting on that second chair. And just have like and guest star a bowl of rice, smiley face.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. Thank you so much for coming on. It means a lot. I'm glad that I was able to sit down with y'all and dig into y'all's RP behind the role play. Is there anything y'all kind of want to say before we close?
Thank you so much for having us. When Callz told me, I was at work and I was like, yes.
No, I'm glad to have you on here. Maybe hopefully soon we can get you back on here and maybe have like a little update and see what.
Yeah, for sure.
What has what's changed?
That would be fun.
Yeah. Let me cry. You can ask. Oh yeah, she was. She didn't know how detailed the helmet was, or mask or whatever it was, and so she zoomed in, looked at it, and she was just like, "Oh my god!" But
what you did is phenomenal, though. Like that shit,
so good.
That shit had Callz wild in. Literally, he literally messaged me. He goes, "I can't."
She did. She always amazing. Which reminds me, yeah, like. Let's see here. Do this. Boom. There you go. But yeah, she did a phenomenal job. Every time she does like an avatar, I'm just like, can I just watch? Like I won't have to talk. I'll just have my little snacks and my little water, and I'll just like watch and just like more than a TV show, which is kind of crazy to think. But
Oh yeah.
100%.
but yeah, thank you all again so much for coming on.
Yeah, of course.